day. Okay, I feel like I got virus. Or that, pretend that didn't happen. Okay, let's get into this. So yeah, I'm just gonna introduce myself. So I'm Steven. Me. That's who I am. I'm that guy. Um, tech guy. So this is the first time I'm doing something like this, and I don't know where to go, but something I can start with, and if get anywhere with it. So I didn't start off well. I don't think I started off anywhere. Let's just get into it. Okay, so like I said, my name is Steven. It's actually pronounced with the it is pronounced as Stefan. Always ask like, how do I pronounce your name? Stuff, and I just that I at this point I just didn't care anymore. I'm like, whatever you want to call me, Steven, and Stefan Marbury. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm starting something new. What I'm starting right here. I don't know why I'm on this page. I was looking to set up my microphone loud, expected it to be. I know I'm not wearing it properly. I should do this, but this is how I do it. So I don't really care much. So the point of this video, instead of getting sidetracked, the point of this video is kind of to discuss a project I've been working on for a while now. So let's take it to us back in time. So it started off. My origin story is I started off as a student just recently graduating from high school. I graduated actually 2017. I got my GED. Didn't know what, excuse my language. I swear sometimes, but I'm trying to keep it PG for purposes. I do not want to be unemployed in the future, so I'm just gonna have to try my best. Realize this camera was not even facing correctly. See, I don't even know how to place this camera at this point. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. So I started my career in computer stuff. I started using computer and going when I actually started seeing it as something that I was actually passionate about, something that I actually like doing it, and I gave my full focus, my full attention, my full focus on was in 2017, and then I stopped for a little bit because that's when I started programming. Like I actually did a career and studied it in university for a while. So I started that in
in university and started in
2018.
2017.
I only graduated around 2022, 2021. Yeah, I would say around that time. That period was kind of tough. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was kind of the hardest challenge for me. Getting through school, I wasn't really that full type of person, but I had to grind through it. That was basically my whole life up until now. Like that's something I'm still doing because once you get into, okay, so the thing is, I forgot to introduce, like, give you a context to what I actually did. I studied information technology. So that was like my bachelor's degree. That's a 4 year degree, but knowing me, I don't like school as much as most people. So I decided to drag it on. Well, I said decision. It was my decision, but to be honest, It's something I felt like would be, well, when I was younger, I was influenced, I would say, a lot by people around me, and I saw that was like the only direct path, not to become a, somebody that isn't doing much with my life, and it was kind of like the hype when you see that, hey, IT is the big thing. There will be job employment. You would, as people would say, is a more sustainable job. But looking at it now, transitioning now, where I'm at now, it doesn't seem like it's that glamorous as we thought it would be. Um, Most of us are struggling out here to get employment. Right now, I'm just focusing on something that I actually ended up being passionate about, web development. So I focused on the web dev aspect of my program. My program was, it was an area where you could
in
venture
university and started in 2017.
sectors. So there were different IT sectors. You had the information resource management. Um, you had the laser optical aspect. You had the multimedia design. So that's like the people who deal with the animation. And I forgot about, oh yeah, there's also the networking as well. So that's mostly dealing with internet. Um, so that was basically an experience for me. Meeting people from different sectors, different industries, and working with them in different projects with different projects, and I learned a lot from that. So before I keep going on tangent and speaking more about myself, I know I'm sure y'all are probably bored of it. I'm gonna go into the main purpose of this video. So I just decided that I will start something. Oh, this is wow,
A
JS.
project I have been working on and started a day
There you
ago.
go. Look at that. I don't know why I said it. There you go. I've been working on this for 2 years now. I just decided to just stall it, because I had some more responsibilities outside of programming. As you know, I work currently
Been working
on
minimum
wage.
wage.
Working as a what would you call it? So I work in a grocery store, right? In the daily department. So I deal with packaging of food and meals, creating meals,
Prepping,
prepping meals,
packaging, and
stuff
selling
like that.
meals.
Um, so I've been preoccupied with that, and I took I'll say a couple months hiatus to work, and currently I've just decided to get into this again, and hence why I'm here now. So so while I was working on this yesterday, I discovered a few things. So right here we have some packages I installed. So CDN libraries. This CDN libraries are right here. So these are I guess I'll say exported libraries from the internet. So this is for fonts. This is for popover. It's a way for me dynamic action. I don't know what it does, but looking back, I started with the PHP, and I thought about it. Wait, so let's see here. We're working with PHP. PHP only deals with things related to websites. If you just want to work on websites, develop websites for both from back aspect of it. So have a
Dealing with
server,
client and server
you would deal
interactions.
with side. That was good. aspect of lack of better terms. Um, if that makes sense. And I was like, wait, so if I'm working with PHP and I would like to do a kind of like a cross platform, like, on a play, like if you have a PlayStation and you want to transfer your data from PlayStation, or you want to create a game from PlayStation and move it over to Xbox or PC, other platform, Nintendo, you would need to actually recreate your code from scratch again. And I thought about it. Huh, since that is something that you do as a game developer, what do I do as a web developer? And then the hint, I got this kind of epiphany, if that's the word. I don't know, lack of better terms. So I came up with this idea. Okay, let me think of some other languages. So I went on and searched Google, or I use chat. Let's just not say Google, because Google at this point might be going out of commission. ChatGPT just came in. I don't know how long that will last. ChatGPT, I don't know how long it will last. AI is like the new thing, but again, thought Google was a thing for new search engine came in place. But yeah, back again to this. So I went and researched and found that there's actually a tool that does this. That tool, gotta praise God for this, was React. React was like a savior for me at that time, because I was thinking, so I want to actually create another application, because I'm kind of a freak when it comes to projects. So I move from one project to the other, and I don't know why I do that. I don't finish with one, and I just move to the next, and I just keep jumping from one project to the other. So at this point, I've made like over like, I'll say, four different projects. Four, four. I have no life at this point. No life. So here we go. We're here with React. So let's just skip all that few projects that I've been working on. Start with one right now. So this is where I am at right now. I'm at. I keep saying right now. What is wrong with me with this? Oh, I need to expand my vocabulary more at this point. So you guys are gonna be tired of me saying at this point and right now. Okay, so I installed and imported the essential libraries that I was using. This right here is an example. So I'm including different documents that has different codes in it. So I will make sure I include once. I can always remove that with just include. And so example of a CDN is this. So more typically a CDN is stored inside the
Tag.
head section of your HTML document. This specifically is responsible for importing React application. So, or I don't know if React is an app. Somebody can tell me in the comments, or somebody can, shout and let me know. But so this right here is how I collect libraries from the internet and transfer it over to my own project. My project is, I'm developing an app that lets me I'll discuss that later. I don't want to let out the. So here we are here now. So instead of working on it this way, because I started off this way, what I did was I
Fill
would
in cross-platform,
this
where
that
otherwise PHP scripts would be
otherwise
placed.
be used my prior projects, which be, and so this is empty spaces that will be filled up later. I end up fully transferring the stuff from PHP over to React. So this was my original draft. For most of you, you probably would not understand.
Would probably not understand what is going on here.
In general, it's not something you would at this point because I forgot about it. Well, this will not work because it's not
Because
really
it's not practical to change
and
scripts
it's not
manually on
something that I
multiple
can
documents for React
transfer
to
over and
understand.
repeat it. I would need to actually manually input stuff from my PHP application and also input it exact copy, but also change it for React to understand. So scratch all of that, and we start here where we call the React app. So that is done through. Oh, there is HD my project. Um, cross platform. Oh, there it is. So yeah, here it is. So this is the project I was working on. Directory. I would go into my React app. So I pre-installed React already. I don't want to go through the process. I'll probably a video if this goes well. Um, I'm skeptical like that. I'm not 100% sure
If anybody really cares to create more
sometimes you
tutorials like this,
get excited about starting something new, and then later down the road you realize I cannot continue this because of this, because of that, because of that. There's always like there's always a roadblock at some point, and it takes a lot for you to get over it.
with programming,
But
you
for
will
me,
always
I
come
just
across issues, hence the delays.
that works or do my research
Do what works for you and
of
keep researching for
other
alternatives.
alternatives. So for now, I decided to install React, and React what I'm using. So how I start the application, I click once the library is installed, I go here is where I can run the application. PowerShell and okay, so go over here, and then for me to start React, I will go and type npm start. Just kidding, don't do that. I'm actually not kidding. npm start. There you go. Work. Building the application. Heard that? Sounds like background. Okay, so it looks like we have some errors, but that's normal. That's something I have to get. I need to figure out where to position this camera over here. I have two monitors. I don't know how to turn it around so y'all can see. Yeah. So this is the application running. It's in the background. That's how we start the application. And once it's started, it will all the execution will happen here. My whole project, this is basically my baby right here. If there's any error, it would detect it and send it over here based off of any action. Different documents are essential for the entire project. That doesn't make sense, but I would explain it in details later. Also on so that's it for this. Maybe for next time we can discuss a few other things. We would have to go over this document on onwards on the process of how I transferred um one project from PHP over to React. As we know, React is very powerful. I believe it's a great way to structure your web application in a way that is readable on different, I don't know, on a different scale if you think about it. Because then if you're a big team working on a project, you would need somebody knowledgeable on JavaScript to be able to also read your scripts if you're working with PHP or other languages that may involve you developing a web application. So it's kind of like a universal structure code, and it's easily transferable.
Universal way to structure your code that is readable by
So maybe
different
you want to
languages.
move over from um, PHP to something like Python or Node.js. Um, I'm sure there are other languages involved that would understand React. React. Yeah, drink water real quick. Let's see. So what was I talking about again? I guess that's it for now. I'll see you guys again on a different time, and we can go over the rest of the document. I hope you guys got to know a little bit more about me, and I hope to see y'all later. I will hope to also get you feedback on anything that I can improve on, things that may require change. Okay, well, this camera needs to be changed. So can someone literally point out a good like position for my camera right now? Because I have two monitors here facing me, and there's one here, and there's nothing here. Of course, this is where I have a recording happening, and I also have notes on the other side. And I find myself code this or this. Um, yeah, just let me know later on what I should do for my future. Hope to see y'all later. Steven out.